Arena is where you're going to be seeing Manchester United, of course, battling it up right in the Champions League. It's the European night, wanted by very many people who, of course, feel they should be always getting the best out of this. But, of course, Owen Zaga is my name. And, of course, with me is Benson Pastore, whom we shall be discussing a lot, of course, in the stories that will be coming right there. And, of course, Benson, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Owen Zaga. Not forgetting about the viewers who are catching us at this particular moment. This is whistle time that comes on your way from Mondays to Saturdays. The duration of the show is only 1 hour. That's from the hour of 2 p.m. up to the hour of 3 p.m. as we discuss a lot of stories that makes headlines in the world of sports, variety of sporting activities that are making headlines in the world. We always bring it for you in the duration of the 1 hour. Just a lot as we break for you the contents.
Now back to you. That is games that were played yesterday. Of course, Muni University was one big name that played in the University League. How were the results and how did it go?
Actually, they have surprised the world so much. We underrated them in the game against Ndeze University. We gave lengthy analysis about the game between Muni University and Ndeze University. Even me, I thought that they were going to be beaten in the game, though they did not put much in the game, but a draw, they put the result they had up against Ndeze University that has always been there, not always been a participant, but always been giving that hard times to the rest of the already known universities when it comes to the world of football. They played out a goalless draw with Ndeze University. Still, they are second in Group C with the Makerere University leading the table with 3 points. After them sharing the spoil with Ndeze University, they have gone to second position. Obviously, Ndeze University sitting in third position with also 1 point like Muni University. And of course, the university that sits rock bottom in that group is of course Chambogo University. That means they are the only side in that group that have lost their encounter up against Makerere University. So they played yesterday. It ended in a barren draw. That means we have put unexpected result against Ndeze University. That means we have improved highly.
Moni has improved, maybe. Yes, I saw the game. I just did tell you I watched the game with Timon Duparaka and saw how exactly the boys were doing it right there, probably after trying quite a long game in that. But all in all, I want to say it's one of the biggest you could be talking about for a university like this. Last time, the first edition, they were walloped throughout and I couldn't really come. It was a shaming. But this time around, if they have come up with such a moment, you could be saying that they're improving. Of course, a lot of players that they got in bursary to fulfill and make sure that this works out right there in that is the books of money. Okay, that's one big one. Now, of course, I want to take our focus away in that is the new, of course, look that is going to be working upon, of course, the moments that are coming in here and there. That is going to be one big one. State House wrote a statement. We shall be getting to that. But before we get to that, I want to say it is rumored that the URA head coach, that is Mr. Fred, of course, Muhumuza, who, of course, was at URA. I mean, you remember he won the best coach in the FUFA drum when the West Nile team won over the champions over the FUFA drum last edition. So this is the coach who, of course, went through. Now, according to reports, he's been fired. Remember, we had said something about David Obua probably becoming the head coach, and deals or undergrounds confirmed that it is a done deal. So with this sacking, shows you how exactly the team is. Reports have it that they have given him a full authority to have a restructure of the team. Restructure of his technical team. He should come with a technical team of his own. That is right there. Would you think this would be the right time for him to fire, or I mean for the technical team to fire such a coach, or he would really give the time to say, okay, now first step down or reapply for the job?
To me, I will say they have sacked him for a reason, and also they have sacked him at a right time because the season has just started. And if you start, if you flash back the first game they have played in the new season of the Star Times Uganda Premier League, they have actually not started it on a high note because I've been talking about the quality of the players. URA, they have signed over the ongoing summer transfer window. They have actually gone for a number of good players. I expected them to have picked something like 3 points against against UPDF. And the last 2 days, actually, it's true that the stories have been circulating, rumoring that David Obua might be the new tactician for the team of URA. That's why I'm saying if the deal is already finalized, to me, they have signed Muhumuza at the right time, because only one game being played and Muhumuza failing to put the 3 points for the team of URA. Now the question is David Obua being the new tactician for the team of URA, what will he do for the team of URA? And it's going to be the first of its kind we are seeing David Obua working for a high-profile team like that, because he has just completed his coaching course before, after that, going to Maroons and working as the second gaffer. Now he has been given that opportunity, and he has also attained the coaching course not within the country and also in one of the European countries, that's in Ireland. Coming to the camp of URA and also being a local coach, and I know this guy, of course, will do a lot for the team of URA. Muhumuza, this sacking, of course, will also help him, since it is at the right time, just at the beginning of the season. If he is serious, he can also look for another club. If not a club that's playing the Star Times Uganda Premier League, maybe a club that's playing FUFA Big League, maybe that's where the destination may be for him. But to me, I don't see it as a bad decision for the team of URA, and also for the coach himself, Muhumuza. He can still find a good club for him.
Remember the man who recently passed on. I'm talking about the man by the names of Sam Timbe. May so rest in eternal peace. Was the coach of that is team URA. After his passing away, of course, Muhumuza had to take on the team as the head coach, and of course, he was an assistant to this coach called Sam Timbe. But now, because the coach is coming up with a new set of course, contract given to him, he has all ideas that needs to go and have that. Maybe he would want to appoint a new assistant coach, but if he appoints the same coach as an assistant, wouldn't that work out for him anyway?
Yeah.
Because already it's that the whole technical team has been overhauled, waiting for that is the major or the head to come and give his decision on who should, of course, be his assistant. And the rest of the
on the other side, if he had been given that opportunity to reclaim his earlier position of being the assistant coach to that, maybe David Obua, in case the deal happens to go through, it was going to be a good one for the team of URA, because here for a long period of time he has been with the team, he understands the players, and I remember very well after the departure of their coach, that's Sam Timbe, he has actually been working with the team and also guiding the team to. I remember the team was actually the champions of the FUFA Super 8, and it was under his managerial sectorship that won the trophy for the team of URA. Now that you have been given that opportunity to work as the caretaker for the team, and you won for them the trophy, against some of the big teams, Bull was in, not Bull, rather Vipers was in the mix. You had the likes of Sports Club Villa, Maroons was also there. URA was an underdog in the tournament, but this coach has to surprise the whole world and they won for you the trophy. And if this guy was to be given that opportunity to become again as the assistant coach, I know he was going to say, maybe he was going to think that he has been underrated because you have been promoted as the general head coach again because of another person who has not been there in the team, who has not been in the team there before. Because of the person, again you are demoted to be assistant coach. Maybe that one, I am thinking that he may not also accept.
Now, of course, he is, of course, coming in. Reports have it that it's on a 2 years contract deal, and that he will be right there with the team. And at the same time, remember, he was the man on the mountains, on the stands for, that is the Lango province team, if you remember very well. So it's a one big challenging moment that probably you could be expecting from such a big coach. Okay. Now back to the multi-purpose of course project that is going on. His Excellency and Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the State House did sign another big contract agreement with a company called that is of course going, a Turkish company that is going to be doing the construction at Lugogo Indoor Arena or Indoor Complex, and that is going to be adding more of what exactly is there. Different sporting activities take place in this arena, and this time around, of course, the country is trying to look so deep. Even the president has come through to say that sports must continue.
Yeah, it's true. Of late, in the last few years, sports, of course, has been taken as a priority. Not only football, we have seen a variety of sporting activities, and you can even observe the last few years, or the last few months, even within this year, we have actually transpired a lot, and we have succeeded a lot in different sporting activities, which I don't want to mention them all. Like the recent one, rugby, we are proceeding very well. Netball World Cup, we finished 7th in the whole world. So we actually performed very well, coming up with such kind of initiative to see that we actually construct such kind of a multi-purpose stadium to host various sporting activities. This one, of course, will help the country in a variety of things. First of all, it's going to bring a lot of tourists for the country. That is the first thing I am looking at. Another thing may be selling the image of the country as far as sports is concerned, because if you are hosting a lot of sporting activities, it also sells the image of the country in the department of sports, and at the same time revenue, we will be earning revenue from the different sporting sectors, because some of these things, the facilities, they are not going to be used for free. Some of the sporting activities, they are going to be hosted at a fee. To me, I am looking at the 2 or 3 things. First of all, the tourist attraction part of it. The second thing is selling the image, the reputation of the country in the department of sports, and at the same time, it will also add revenue, as bring revenue as far as sporting activity is concerned, not only in the department of sports, and also general for the country in case the deal happens to go through. And also one thing I'm looking at, which to me, they are going so fast in it, is we are all aware that Uganda, of course, they are bidding together with our neighboring countries, Kenya, Tanzania, to host the next AFCON, the AFCON of 2027. Now that they want to act in so many things. They want to construct a few stadiums, and at the same time, they also want to construct another multi-purpose infrastructure. This one, of course, I don't think they will be in position to succeed in both things. Maybe coming up with the 2 stadiums, complete stadiums for the venture of 2017 AFCON, and at the same time multi-purpose infrastructure they have come up with.
All right, 2027 is still there. We are still in 2023, so I see possibility. But this is a contract that was released yesterday. Of course, the state minister for that is education and sports, that is Miss, of course, that is Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni. Hamson Ogwang, yes, he's called Peter Ogwang, the minister of that is National Council of Sports. At the same time, he coming in right there. So I think a very big one, Suma, is the company that they have signed a contract with, a Turkish company that deals in this. He said it's to bring in a new art, or the current state of art in the multi-purpose, and it will take around 15,000 people. So they will construct a 15,000 seaters. And that will be coming right there. So it's a very big one, and the look is like it's of course the dream that will be coming true in Uganda, and Uganda inventing, of course, venturing and in putting some money, investing in that is the sporting display. I think that is one big thing Uganda is trying to push so much. So I'm very glad, and for me excited, but because of that. Elsewhere, Oscar Mawa is the talking point right now. People talking everything about this player, young lad. He left for Turkey. Left for Italy, if you remember. After going to Italy, he had a lot of time in right there. Now, Lucera Calisio, where of course the man by the names of Innocent Media is. Of course, you did see that. This boy played his first game yesterday. Not even first, of course, that is one of the biggest games in the debut for the league. He scored 3 goals, and they walloped 7. So Oscar Mawasenke, we talked about him off before even the game on a different things that probably how would they see, because their partnership with Travis Mutiaba by then at Sports Club Villa was so tremendous. But now it is one thing that has happened, that Oscar is banging goals. 3 goals meant very big for him. Are we seeing this player shining already, or he needs to prove himself the more?
Yeah, that's where the starting point begins, because for you to generate a lot for your fans, as a lot for the football fans, you need to perform very well at the initial stages. It's true that when this guy was still in Uganda, this guy was performing very well. Even in Arua City, he was performing very well. I remember this someone just from Yumbe here, from that side of Odravo. He has studied in so many schools we have within the country, going to that sports club Villa, until that opportunity had to knock him to go to Italy for a club called Lucero Calcio, Owen has already mentioned, and fire a hat-trick over a team, something not easy. It means you are having capability of doing everything people are expecting from you. I think that is hat-trick alone cannot make me to judge him at the moment. We are still expecting a lot from him. I did say yesterday, of late so many players, teenage players that have left the country to cross over to Europe. Of late they are performing. We have seen this other one who has gone to Rabonika. Some of them have gone to Rwandan Premier League, and Oscar Mawa going to a big country, a big European country. Even the league is one of the best we have in Europe. But Calcio Lucero, they are not in the top tier of Italian football. But that's yet the starting point for him. I'm just praying that he starts like that and it continues. He continues like that until he reaches to the peak. The firing a hat-trick, to me, it's not a surprising thing, but it is the starting point for him.
All right, let's see how being a surprise thing means very big. There's a way a player starts up, and how long will this player develop, and how long will this player keep around the team is also key. How long will this player make the team look very good? I remember the first time he joined that side, he was really in the lower league. Yes, this is a club that is, I think, it should be in the third division league, but of course they are doing very, very well for such a team. So I believe more are coming. I would love to see even Innocent Media prove himself and come back, because he's trying, come to, that is the starting right there. So every time you go out, you first being nurtured. After being nurtured, they bring you to the way you need to be, or they want you to be. Then after you becoming that, learn the professionalism, then get to the game, give yourself calm mindset, you're good to go.
Yeah,
I think there are very little.
It's true. In the just concluded the summer transfer window in Europe, we saw rumors linking him to join one of the clubs we have in Italia, Serie A, Frosinone, but the deal became a standstill. And
there's
also Salernitana, yeah. Also, another player I want to give an example with is, of course, Sebufu. When they went to that New York Red Bull too. Now, his brother, of course, has been already promoted to the senior team of New York Red Bull. Like just you have said, that's how it starts for them. If you start to progress very well, we never know the hat-trick he has fired. Some of the teams we have within the country of Italy, they might have already started eyeing him since he's still a young lad. They'll say, okay, this is a player who is prolific when it comes to putting the ball into the back of the net. We never know if we bring such kind of a player in our team, he can generate a lot. So in case you start like that, no any other team will not want to go for a player who is not performing very well. You are an African, you start like that, of course, it's going to widen opportunities for you.
We shall talk about more games. Uganda Premier League games will be coming right there, and we'll be talking about them as tomorrow we have a very big encounter between Sports Club Vipers and Arua Hill Sports Club. That's a very big game at St. Mary's Stadium tomorrow. We shall be talking about that. So it is one of the biggest things that we shall be seeing. But all in all, with the current nature that the players are trying to make trend onto, we will always be following them wherever they are. Okay. The deadline is ending also tomorrow, 21st, in the Uganda transfers. I want us to say something about this. What do you expect from tomorrow's deadline? Are you expecting massive business?
Actually, I am expecting a lot for some of the clubs that to me have not done a lot. Others may not go on to sign so many players, but others will still sign one or two players. One team, of course, I want to start with is Arua Hill Sports Club. If they are to be serious, starting from right now up to when the summer transfer window for the country will get close tomorrow. I think yesterday we spoke lengthy about Arua Hill Sports Club, the situation at the club. the quality of the players they are having, where they need to reinforce. We talked so many things about them, and this is the right time for them to see that at least they impress the fans. Not only to impress the fans, at least reinforce the team to see that they compete very well in the season of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League, because the season is still lengthy. The first half of the season has not come to an end, so you need the quality players in all the departments to see that you provide competition. That one will not want to come easily. You need the quality players. We mentioned some of the players we feel Arua Hill Sports Club they should go and sign before the summer transfer window shuts down. Are they going to do that one? I am expecting some signings, 1 or 2 for the team of Arua Hill Sports Club, if not at a fee, maybe on a free basis. And also some of the teams I am looking at is of course on the Paraka Football Club. They know that there are also some areas where they need to reinforce, more especially in defense line. Midfield to me is somehow okay, and also the attacking force before it also closes. Maybe the following tomorrow, the PRO will be in person to give us how the summer transfer window closes on the side of on the Paraka Football Club. The big league material, not only them, I am also expecting a lot for some of the teams in StarTimes FIFA Big League to go and sign so many players, because their league is also kickstarting tomorrow. Plus some of the clubs, I remember 3 days ago, UPDF, they had been linked with a move to sign another player, so that deal may also go through. All in all, we may not expect a lot, but great signings might be made by some of the teams we have in both in StarTimes Uganda Premier League and those ones in StarTimes FIFA Big League.
Now, of course, the deadline comes tomorrow, and probably we say at midnight. That's why we shall be seeing a lot coming in from the teams that probably will be whether to put it there or not to put it there. It's the beginning. And on Sunday, games will be kicking off in the FIFA Big League. The official StarTimes FIFA Big League fixture came out today, and we, of course, who are in the Big League have received the copies on, of course, the official games and how exactly they will be played. So I think we're expecting a lot that will be happening right there, as of course things will be making through right there. Someone has just texted me whether I think Obua will be a successful coach.
Obua, to me, I trust in him. This guy will succeed at the camp of URA and will be in position to generate the team of URA where they want to be, because this guy has done a lot in football, not only for the country and also at the club level. The other time we actually talking about the profile of David Obua going to play in some of the big club, in actually one of the biggest club we have in Scottish Premiership, Hearts. Also the coaching training he has attained in Europe with a country called Ireland. This guy actually will do a lot with the team of URA, and this guy will not only be the only person guided the team of URA to the success. He also needs the other technical members to give that support for him in case URA will also go for technical and tactical personalities to guide him. We will see a lot of success registered by this guy for the team of URA.
Let's wait and see what exactly he will be doing right there, because all eyes are now on him, whether he will change the look of URA, and with all what is there, we're expecting to see. Okay. Still more questions here, as someone also keeps asking, is telling me about police, how strong he feels the police team will be this season, and because they have over recruited. So do I think this team is, do I think this team is just going to be an automatic qualification right there in the Football Big League? Okay, teams have restructured, by the way. Teams are doing in there. Yes, police is one of them that has done in their FIFA Big League entity. Also a big one, and they are trying to look for what exactly comes in there. Now, the development, remember, just comes with a lot of things, and police, as I talk right now, they have also named their new coaching unit that has come through right there with the 2023-2024 FIFA Big League season. As of course, in a statement released by police yesterday, Simon Peter Mugerwa has been appointed as the new head coach. Remember, and then there's of course, Peter Mugerwa, who signed for 2 years, and then Mugerwa, if you know much about him, he has CAF B, and replaces Angelo of course, Lunyosi, who has been the head coach of this team, who took, of course, the team through the last season into the big league, and the tactician has also been, of course, several teams, including, of course, Fire Masters, if you remember, Sports Club Villa, as an assistant coach. Remember, I'm telling you how teams are restructuring. Aston Villa, I mean not Aston Villa, but Soltilo Bright Stars. Yes, he was also there as assistant coach, and later on as an interim coach. Then recently at Proline as a head coach, and then now he adds to making the Bulemezi. Yes, if you remember Bulemezi in 2019, and then Busibo in 2022 in the Masaza Cup. He has also been coaching right there. So Mugerwa will be deputized by Robert Sekweyama, Nestro Kizito as their first and second assistant respectively. That's the caliber and the nature of a team that is going to be taken on at that is the team of Police Football Club. Yeah. But do you see them straight automatic winners?
If I may start it with how the start times FIFA Big League of last season ended, to me it has been one of the best big leagues I should say have been watched, because the competition was neck to neck. Mbara City could not pave way for Neck FC. At the same time, Chitara was on form. Police was following them keenly. Only that the competition was really stiff. If it was not because of the stiff competition the four sides had, we would have seen Police already through to the start times Uganda Premier League. Now this season, Police FC alongside teams like Blacks Power, not forgetting about it, Jinza, North United, to me I am seeing them as the favorites to cross over to the next tier of Ugandan football. They have ever been there, and they knew that last season they came close, as I said, because of the competition they had from the other teams that we are also fighting for the same thing. They could not be in position to proceed ahead. This time they have already signed the 13 players. Jinza North United also having the coach who guided Mbara City to UPL. They also have in the coach into their system. Blacks Power, they have been doing recruitments here and there. Jinza North United, Police FC, not forgetting about the team Blacks Power. Actually, to me, these are the favorites that may cross over to the next league of Uganda, unless otherwise, because this is Africa whereby anything may happen. If the competition is going to be up to the billion, up to the peak of what of how it happened last season, that's where we may see them failing. But this season, I am actually voting them to be number one to proceed to the next stage.
Let's wait and see what exactly that will be right there, as of course teams keep up restructuring. Now we're coming back with the UEFA Champions League.